Ladies and gentlemen, good morning and welcome back to our channel once again. Uhuru Kenyatta, the former president of the Republic of Kenya, yesterday held some secret meeting with Raila Odinga. And because the truth can never be hidden, the details about that meeting is now out. A photo of that meeting emerged online. And from the photo, you can clearly tell that whoever took that photo took it from a distance, which means either one of the guests to the hotel saw these guys and zoomed the camera and took a photo, or NIS guys were trailing Uhuru Kenyatta and Raila Odinga. In this video, I want to reveal to you guys the details of this meeting, because this meeting is significant, politically speaking, because of two main reasons. It is coming after Raila Odinga had lost his bid of becoming the chair of the African Union Commission. You remember on the voting day, Uhuru Kenyatta was accused by Raila Odinga allies of sending Amina Mohammed to the campaign Raila Odinga in Addis Ababa. In fact, some were even alleging that Uhuru Kenyatta himself was in Addis Ababa, but he was never seen. Number two, this meeting is also coming at a time when Raila Odinga is expected to declare his stand this week, whether he's going to support William Ruto's re-election bid, or whether he's going to go alone, or whether he's going to support someone else, or whether he's going to exit the political scene. So the meeting of the two gentlemen is significant, politically speaking. But before we get into all those details, for those who are watching this channel for the first time, please take a second or two, click that subscribe button so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. And with the subscribers, I want to continue thanking you guys for your continued support, because without that support, this channel cannot be where it is. Ladies and gentlemen, without any further ado, allow me to dive in. This meeting was about Raila Odinga's 2027 presidential bid. Uhuru Kenyatta still believes up to now, and is still persuading Raila Odinga to be on the ballot in 2027. Uhuru Kenyatta believes that Raila Odinga can easily defeat William Ruto in 2027. And remember, Uhuru Kenyatta is yet to come to the terms that William Ruto defeated him and the deep state with Raila Odinga. So even when Raila Odinga was joining Ruto, Uhuru Kenyatta never accepted that. Uhuru Kenyatta is amongst the few who still believes that Raila Odinga can actually become the president in 2027, because he believes that the mountain has now drifted away from the grip of Ruto. Of course, the mountain is now under the grip of Rigathi Gachagua, but previously, the moment Ruto was still with Rigathi, the mountain had already drifted. And Uhuru did not take care of them well, so they were still there. So Uhuru still believes that Raila can actually become the president of the Republic of Kenya. And that's why he's been following Raila Odinga. Even when Raila Odinga seconded his expert to William Ruto's government, initially, Uhuru Kenyatta was opposed to it. Those are some of the realities. That's number one. Number two, Raila Odinga is expected to make a major political announcement this week. Swali, so the question is Uhuru Kenyatta trying to persuade Raila Odinga not to join William Ruto? Because at some point back there, it was alleged that Uhuru Kenyatta also seconded his team or allies to William Ruto's government, Mutahi Kagwe, William Kabogo. But it's emerging that some of those guys just decided to enter into the government without Uhuru Kenyatta. That William Ruto just reached out to them. He wanted to create the perception that Uhuru Kenyatta has also joined his government. So I think one of Uhuru Kenyatta's main objective is trying so hard to persuade Raila Baba not to make a declaration that is joining Ruto. That's why he's following Raila Odinga like that. I've talked to so many people around Raila Odinga. It's like Raila Odinga still respect Uhuru Kenyatta so much. He still respect Uhuru Kenyatta so much because he believes Uhuru Kenyatta did everything for him in the last election. But of course, politics is about interest. Let me ask you, if you are Raila Odinga, what would you do in this situation? You have Uhuru persuading you to not join the government because it's going to support you, and you have William Ruto who has the government and willing to give you half of the government. What would you do if you were Raila Odinga? So that's where the enigma of politics Raila Odinga finds himself in, that very tight corner. Number 3, and this is something I was talking to someone just over the weekend. Raila Odinga is entering into a deal with William Ruto. And Raila Odinga, I told you the other day, was supposed to meet with Kalonzo Musyoka. I think was it on Sunday or Monday? I guess they met. I think it must have been on a Sunday. I guess they met. And now we are seeing photo of Raila meeting with Uhuru also emerging. Is it possible that Raila Odinga is trying to bring the two to the table with Ruto? Because after the Gen Z protest, when William Ruto was desperate, he was willing to cede almost 10 cabinet slots to Raila Odinga. Then what happened? Raila Odinga delayed because Raila Odinga wanted Uhuru Kenyatta to give him some names, Kalonzo to give him some names. Kalonzo said no. I think the Gen Z pressure was on him. He couldn't. Uhuru Kenyatta by that time also still believed that it was possible to remove Ruto in 2027, and therefore there was no need for them to join government. Is it possible that Raila is entering into another deal with Ruto and he wants Uhuru Kenyatta to join? He wants to tag Uhuru Kenyatta along. I don't know, but I'm just thinking. Maybe you can let me know. Or maybe Uhuru Kenyatta is telling Raila, please do not sign that deal. That deal you are about to sign is not good for you, politically speaking. I don't know. Number 4, there are also some emerging political issues in the country. William Ruto is very unpopular. There is the Gen Z factor, the political developments in the mountain where Rigathi Gachagua is taking over by force. There is the 2027 presidential election where we have Matiang'i, Kalonzo, even Rigathi himself can run, and the general politics in the Republic of Kenya. Maybe the two gentlemen just met to discuss the emerging political issues in the country currently. And what are some of the emerging political issues in Kenya as we speak? Let me know in the comment section some of the emerging political issues we have in the Republic of Kenya. And lastly, I think it's about 2027 political realignments. Raila Odinga has placed himself in a position where he can easily determine who becomes the next president of the Republic of Kenya. That is the fact. If Raila were to join Rigathi and Kalonzo, that will be one touch, first round win, easily. But Raila Odinga can still decide to support Ruto. By doing that, it's going to complicate the equation for the other camp. So, those political realignments, and also there's the Uhuru Kenyatta factor, which is going to be huge politically speaking in 2027. Because Uhuru Kenyatta in the last election gave Raila Odinga over 1 million votes. The mountain did not listen to him. I'm 100% sure that currently Mount Kenya will be listening to Uhuru Kenyatta. They will not just ignore Uhuru Kenyatta. And out of this meeting, probably there's something they discussed, and Uhuru Kenyatta is going to relay that to the mountain. And that's why this, the presence of David Murabe in this meeting is significant. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know what you think. That's my take. The late Malava Member of Parliament, Malulu Injendi, will be laid to rest today in Kakamega County. And I think that burial is going to be politically charged based on what we saw yesterday, the day before. The day before, you saw how George Natembeya was chased from home. Then you also saw how Malala took on William Ruto yesterday. And you also saw how Mudavadi and Weta were shocked. Ruto is going to be there today. So I'll be following that event and maybe we'll talk about it. Until that time, this is Lee Makwiny. Bye-bye.